Can you stop using the elevator? Why don't you use the stairs if you live on the second floor? What? I live on the 38th floor. Even when I use it normally, it's irritating because others will stop it on the way. If you use it, it gets even more irritating. But I have to carry some heavy stuff. You can easily carry them without the elevator. Just use the stairs. I try not to use it in the morning or the afternoon when everyone gets home. Though I often happen to be in the same elevator. Can you tell me what time you usually use it? If you can, I can adjust the schedule so we don't happen to use it at the same time. How should I know that? I might have to use it suddenly, or I might feel like going out. Are you saying that every single time I go out, I have to tell you? That'd be bothering me as well. I'm busy. Who do you think you are? You're saying it as if I wouldn't have anything to do. Are you mocking me? No, I'm not. I apologize if I made you feel that way. But I have a job, so it'd be difficult to always do as you wish. Aren't you married? Why do you have to work that much as well? If you don't have money, you shouldn't have bought it. A lot of married couples or people who work and live their life here have the rights to live however they want or buy whatever they want. Yeah. And I live on the 38th floor, and you on the 2nd. But don't forget that this is a condo. Residents must follow the rules of each other. Of course. If anyone doesn't follow the rules, they should be kicked out. You're right. So you better get out. Huh? The 2nd floor is the lowest floor here, right? I can't stand to be irritated every time by the residents of the lower levels. I want you to follow the rules, or get out! Wait a second. What rule are you talking about? It's the unspoken rule that the residents from the lower floors must respect the ones from the higher floors. I've never heard of that. That's ridiculous. That's because you're from the lowest. My son happened to go to the same swimming class as your son. But we have to clarify our relationship according to the rule. It's already crazy for you to talk back at me. That's not a rule. The higher you live, the more it costs, you know that? I can see that you and I live in a different world. It's only natural for the rule to be created. Regardless of their salaries, every resident has the right to use the elevator. A poor family like yours has no right to decide anything. You can't even afford to let your son go to a private kindergarten, can you? Does your son go to a public one because you're poor? Whatever the case, you're below us. That doesn't make any sense. Higher salary means higher status. Isn't that a given? So don't use the elevator from now on. Stop annoying the upper-level residents. If you ever use it again, I'm gonna ban your son from the swimming class. He doesn't have anything to do with this. Doesn't matter. It's your fault. You really believe you're above us because your rent costs more? Enough to ban my son from swimming classes? Yes, I am. What I order must be followed. Got it? Okay. So, starting from today, you're banned from using the elevator. Don't ever use it. Yeah, sure. Hey, Kathy. Is it true that you've been banned from using the elevator? Did you hear that from Amanda? Yes. My kids go to the same kindergarten as hers. I overheard her bragging about it this morning. Bragging about what? She said she dealt with a rebellious, lower-class resident. Oh my god. In the kindergarten, most of them go to the same swimming class, so everybody knows that you live on the 2nd floor. So now everybody thinks I'm banned and can't use it? Exactly. I bet everybody thinks so. It's true, so I don't care. Are you okay? It's too cruel to be banned from using the elevator. Why would she do that? I could have ignored her as well. But I had no choice because she said she's gonna bully my son.
For real? I can't believe it. She has a kid too.
Amanda does literally anything to make her look superior. I guess I'm the victim number 1. You should be careful too, Jessie. You never know what she's gonna do to you.
Actually, she's already done something similar to me as well.
Huh?
You know, I'm quite shy.
I do think you're a little introverted, but...
I'm scared if I get banned from Amanda's friends list. So I'm reluctantly obeying her.
Like what?
I regularly take care of her kid. I live in a different building, but I live on the 3rd floor. So apparently she looks down on me.
What? Does she do that to you, even though she doesn't live in the same building? If she has to do that, why doesn't she get a babysitter or something?
I heard she doesn't want to waste money.
So she forces you to watch her kid?
Yes, like 2 or 3 times a week.
For real?
She said I have to do it unless I want my kid to get bullied. Also, I was told not to tell this to anyone. She said it's the fate of the ones from the low levels.
Ridiculous fate.
I have my newborn baby too, so I'm getting tired of this. We're going through a tough time.
Jessie...
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell you about this. You've been always nice to me, so... I'm sorry for complaining like this. You're the one who's going through a tough time.
Thank you for telling me about it.
Huh?
That means you trust me enough, right? I'm glad.
I thought it would be annoying.
Not at all. But we have to do something about Amanda. I can't forgive her for all of this.
Do you have a plan?
Yeah. Let me know if Amanda asks you to do that again.
Okay. Looks like you haven't used the elevator ever since. It's never stopped on the 2nd floor since then. Keep it up.
Yeah.
If you had done that from the very beginning, I wouldn't have been irritated. I'm glad you understand your place. Anyway, look at how miserable you are.
Huh?
You listen to everything I tell you, Kathy. Maybe I should ask you to get me anything I need. Since you're already at the bottom, it's quicker for you to go out.
Are you trying to get me to get you anything you need?
I'm so sorry for winning in life.
My room is just a place to store things.
Huh?
It's located conveniently for me. I often get many things, so I chose this room.
Stop lying.
Huh?
It's on the 2nd floor, but still, it's a condo, and you're calling it a storage? I wonder how rich you are. Why are you even trying to pretend? If you claim to call it a storage, where do you actually live?
50th floor.
Huh? That's the top floor.
Yeah, you didn't know?
Are you being serious?
Yes, I am. If you don't believe me, would you like to come over to my place?
But I've never seen you in the elevator after the 2nd floor.
I was using the one that goes straight to the penthouse.
What?
As you were barking like a dog, I changed the settings of it a little bit. I made it so I can get on and off on the 2nd floor as well.
What? You're lying.
By the way, no one lives on the 2nd floor. I'm renting the whole floor.
The whole floor? How rich are you?
My husband runs a company, and I run an apparel company. I store some new clothes and samples there. The reason why my kid doesn't go to a private kindergarten is not because I can't afford it. It's because he goes to an international preschool.
An international preschool? That's not cheap. Let's start a new relationship. Turn a new leaf.
What do you mean?
Let's be friends. We're the only moms that live on the upper levels.
I would never, ever be friends with you. You don't even have the right to be a mom. You're a piece of trash.
What?
I heard you hang out with your boyfriend every week, getting your friend to take care of your own child, yeah?
What are you talking about?
He did some digging about you because you were acting weird.
What digging? It's true I got my friend to take care of my kid, but that's because I was busy with stuff.
What an excuse.
It's not! If you really want to make me out to be some horrible mom, whatever. I take good care of my child.
Right. Because you go to see Andrew, who lives on the 40th floor. On top of that, you were trying to get him while his wife was out for a business trip?
Stop imagining things. I don't forgive you for degrading me just because you live on the top. And you're being rude to Andrew and I. Apologize, now. Or I'm suing you.
His wife just got back.
What?
She obviously thought it was weird to see you go to the 40th floor quite often. So I told her on a business trip. Apparently she got back 2 days earlier than she was supposed to, and now she's just got on the elevator.
Oh, wait a second. There's only one elevator on the higher floors.
What are you concerned about? I thought you didn't have anything to do with Andrew. Then there shouldn't be any problems, even if his wife got home.
I got no time to get dressed. Please, I'm begging you, let me use the elevator that goes straight to the top. I can get on it with a password, right?
As if I would let you. By the way, there's an inspection going on with the stairs. For the time being, they're not available from the 30th to 50th floor.
No way! I'm completely stuck on the 40th. What do I do? Please, Kathy, help me. I'll do anything for you. Literally anything.
You don't have to do anything for me. You slept with someone who you're not married with. You broke the rule. Since you broke the rule, I'm just gonna get you out of here.
I don't want to. I don't want my husband to know that.
Get out! I thought you must obey what the ones living on the higher levels say, right? Amanda got caught by her husband and Andrew's wife. She asked to pay compensation to them, and she got banned from the condo. Naturally, she got divorced, and she lost custody of her child. Though she was looking down on the ones who lived on the lower floors. She never thought she'd fall off the lowest.
Thanks for driving me today. Your car was so ordinary, I laughed. I guess your husband doesn't get paid enough. He's just an ordinary employee.
You're welcome, but is there a problem with my car?
There's nothing wrong with that, but as the rich mom of the employee residence, it's a little bit embarrassing. I feel bad that there is such a difference in quality of life between us.
I think you've misunderstood something. Having a normal car doesn't mean that we don't have money. But you have a very expensive car, if I remember correctly.
Oh, you knew. My husband likes luxury cars. But it's normal because his salary is so high. We need to use something that shows our class.
I see. Then why don't you drive your own car?
A high-class citizen like myself doesn't need to drive a car. I can gracefully travel being driven by someone else, just like today. Oh yeah, you can be my designated driver from now on.
Excuse me? What do you mean?
You can be my taxi whenever necessary. You can be the big mama's taxi driver. This is a very honorable thing, you know?
You must be joking. I just happened to pass nearby. That's why I picked you up today. I can't be your driver. I have work as well.
Wait, is your husband's pay that low? I didn't know you were so poor you both had to work. Jeez, I don't want to live in the same residence as someone like that.
Are you looking down on me? Nowadays, anyone can work as they please, with their own free will. It's wrong to look down on families like that.
Why are you being so defensive? Are you upset because I look down on you? I'm so sorry.
Anyway, I won't be your driver. You can hire one if you need to.
What are you saying? You aren't allowed to refuse.
What?
Do you not understand your situation? I'm your husband's boss's wife. If you don't do as I say, your husband's position at the company will be at risk. You know that, right?
What? What do you mean by at risk?
He might get fired. My husband might let everyone know how incompetent your husband is. I wonder what would happen then.
Is this a threat towards us?
Oh no, don't say that. I'm just being kind and warning you. There's a simple way to avoid this. Just do as I say.
So you're saying you and your husband have the right to unfairly fire an employee at will?
Don't say that. There is a good reason for it. That's what you will get for turning your back on the boss's wife.
Okay. Does your husband feel the same way?
Of course he does. He can't do any housework. He can't live without me. He does exactly as I say at home, too.
Is that so?
So do you understand? Be my driver whenever I order you to. If you don't come, you know what is coming to you.
Okay, I understand. Steven, I want to ask you something if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
What is your boss, Mr. Mayberry, like?
What? He's very kind, and he has a good heart. He takes responsibility for his team's mistakes, but he can be a little stubborn sometimes.
Oh, really? So he's not a bad man?
He's a really good man. Many employees respect him. I've learned a lot working under him. But why do you ask?
Oh, about that. His wife messaged me earlier. She seems to have a problem with her personality.
Really? Did she say something to you?
I think it's because she found out we live in the same employee residence. But she suddenly called me and used me as a taxi today. And she said she will keep on using me as a personal driver from now on. It felt like a declaration of war.
What? Are you sure that was really Mr. Mayberry's wife? I can't believe the wife of such a good man can be that crazy.
I'm thinking of having a conversation with him soon. But if I do, then everyone will know about our relationship.
Oh, right. There's nothing we can do, and if it's Mr. Mayberry, then he will understand. I don't know much about his wife, but there's probably a meaning to this, so you should talk to him about it.
Yeah, I will. Thanks.
I want to get a ride today, okay? I've been called to the office by the CEO today. Apparently, she is waiting for me in her office. I guess the CEO has finally taken interest in the rich mom of the employee residence.
Wow, that's great.
So don't forget to be my taxi today. Can you pick me up right now?
I can't do that. I've already arrived at the office. You need to come by yourself.
What? What do you mean? Are you at the CEO's office?
Yeah, that's right.
Why are you there? My husband and I are supposed to meet the CEO, not you.
I'm the CEO.
What?
I've called you both for a meeting in my office. You can call a taxi or whatever. Can you come immediately?
No, this must be a joke. How can you be the CEO?
I meant exactly what I said. I'm the CEO of this company. I met my husband and asked him to join this company. He feels comfortable with being an ordinary employee.
What? I can't understand what you're talking about. Your husband works for my husband. Are you sure you're the CEO?
I think I would know if I was.
What the heck? No way. Why have you been hiding this for so long? Why didn't you tell me?
There was no point in telling you. If everyone found out I was the CEO, they would feel uneasy at the employee residence. I don't want to use my position to force people to do things they don't want to do. So I didn't need to tell you about it.
But you didn't have to hide it. I would have treated you nicely if I knew.
I don't like that either. I can't tell the difference if people are being nice because I'm the CEO, or if they're just treating me as a human being. That's why I wanted to hide it.
Then why are you driving an ordinary domestic car?
What's wrong with that? We aren't interested in cars, so we don't need luxury cars. Domestic cars are good quality and easy to drive. It's very practical and I like it a lot.
I've never met someone like you.
You use your possession to look down on people too much. I heard you use so much money too. maybe you should take it easy.
You've talked to my husband about it?
Yeah, I wanted to know what kind of person you were at home. But I couldn't take your attitude anymore. So I called your husband to my office.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Why did you call us both?
As I said, you've gone too far. I've decided to have a serious conversation with you both.
No way. Did you tell my husband about me?
Of course I did. You used your husband's position to use a fellow resident as a taxi. That will not be permitted in the employee residence. Your husband needs to know what's going on.
Why? This matter is between us, right? My husband has nothing to do with this.
Your husband doesn't feel that way. He turned super red and apologized for your behavior.
What?
You should know your husband best. He is an honest man with a lot of responsibility. He's willing to take responsibility for your actions on your behalf.
You've gone too far. I've only ordered you to do things. I haven't committed a crime. You've only been my driver a few times, right?
I've told him everything. But he feels like your actions are unacceptable.
Wait! Everything will be fine if I apologize, right? But you're also to blame for hiding the fact that you were the CEO.
You wouldn't have done it if you knew. Isn't a good enough excuse.
I know, but...
By the way, your husband has seemed to have reached his limit.
What?
You used his precious car without asking, and dented it.
That's right. It wasn't my fault.
And you were betting on horse racing with his money. Your husband seems unhappy about that too.
What's wrong with that? I like horse racing. Let me do what I want.
Use your own money to do whatever you want. Your husband says.
What? How can I? I'm a stay-at-home wife.
He's considering divorcing you. So that means you don't need to be a stay-at-home wife anymore.
What? Wait, what do you mean? I can't allow this. My husband would never say that. You're joking.
It's true. Your husband is such a pure and honest man. He couldn't divorce you as he welcomed you into his house as a wife. But this time, it was too much for him.
What do you mean?
Causing trouble for other people and not feeling bad about it? If he stays with a wife like that, she will continue to cause trouble. He realized he had lost his feelings towards you a long time ago.
No, he wouldn't say such a thing.
If you feel that way, please come to my office. Let's have a conversation about this incident. I'm glad your husband was a good person. I would have fired him if he was like you.
Okay, I'm coming right now. Please, don't escalate things without me.
I don't think this will escalate any further, so don't worry. Please hurry though, your husband won't stop kneeling in front of me. You've been taking advantage of such a good man. The easy life is over for you. Julie rushed to my office immediately afterwards. She saw her husband apologizing and joined him. However, Mia was not interested in her attitude towards her, but she asked Julie not to treat other residents like that. Julie's husband couldn't divorce her for so long, but he couldn't take his wife's behavior anymore. So he decided to be true to his feelings. He decided that he couldn't stay at the employee residence any longer and moved for divorce. Julie has been kicked out from her home, but she finally was able to realize how incompetent she was. So maybe it was for the better.